Little update. Okay. So this guy I was talking about earlier. Well, let's go to what I just did. Okay. So don't get this don't get it mixed up. This is kind of a difficult thing if you don't have the right tools. And I'm not forcing anything, I'm not doing anything, so it's all with fingers, stingy little fingers. And see, I'm 6'1", and so this is kind of difficult. So before you put on, these C retainers, whatnot, what you do is you run the cable under the tank from the front, run it through, and then use your fingers, kind of get in there real deep. I had to use a flashlight or whatever just to see underneath there and everything. But eventually you dig in real deep, you finally grab it, pinch it between your fingers, grab it through. Now this is, I just retained that. So when that's all done, you're good to go. So once you pull it through, make sure you get quite a bit of slack. Run it through this way, okay? And with it going through this way, you have a very, very easy, well, much easier way than normal to get this panel out of the way a little bit. Reach your fingers in there, and there's a little retainer right there, that silvery looking thing. That nut is not going to be on when you get it. If it is, you unscrew it, run the wire all the way under the tank, do everything I just mentioned, stick it in there at the very top of the threads, put that little nut back on the wire, on the clutch cable, put the clutch cable right in there. I remember what I was talking about, that little lever right in here. No, that's the spring. This little lever. And you'll see it when you get in there, but there's a little prong you just pull up with a flathead screwdriver, and it just pops right out. So pop it back in, put down the little metal tab so it stays in place. Put the C-nut back in, or the C-nut, the nut, screw it all the way down, pretty much the size you can make it with a 12, or sorry, a half. Run it back up, and put it through the little C retainers there, that one and that one. And please forgive me if you're a mechanic out there and you actually know what these things are called. I don't. So I'm just doing this all with very little experience, but this is a fairly easy task, so it's not like I'm timing it or anything. Anyway, so run it back up, and you have all this remaining. So with this, all I did is I put this little retainer back on, zip retainer thing, and then take this, run it back underneath. Sorry, I use it with both hands. Run it back underneath in between the forks. Run it back through this right here. Just keep it nice and tidy. And then we're on to this. So, give me just a little bit, I'll have it on there in just a second.